When trading live markets, there is a lot of waiting. Waiting can be difficult when trading these live markets for several reasons. One is that the markets are constantly moving, and it can be difficult to be patient and wait for the right opportunity to present itself. Another reason that traders may feel pressure in making trades is to generate returns or performance targets, in our case, set by FTMO. Additionally, the emotional aspect of trading can make it hard to wait, as fear of missing out on potential gains or the fear of incurring losses can lead to impulsive decision making. Finally, constant access to information and the ability to trade 24/7 can make it difficult to disconnect and take a step back, which can also contribute to the difficulty of waiting. So, what are additional ways in which we can combat this? Well, when it comes to waiting for the right opportunities, there are certain things that we can employ to help us out and avoid bad setups. As you know, in the MTOPS criterion material, you will learn about the kill zone. You'll also learn about different confirmations that will be able to give you the power to sit back and wait for things to plan out. When price, for example, doesn't break kill zone and instead breaks to the other side, one of two things are happening. Maybe the market isn't ready, or maybe the market is actually going down and it's giving a pre-warning that that's exactly what it wants to do. So in the MTOPS material, you'll learn about not trading against trend for this reason, and of course, the other protections that may help you in this environment. But that doesn't help in terms of actual waiting. My recommendation, if you don't have something already, is just find a little side distraction to get you through like the dead zones, like those waiting periods. So as a day trader, I have a lot of time to sit at the laptop and to pass by, that is, and I've got myself a DJ controller so that I can just put songs together and just keep my mood up and just do something creative and on the side whilst the markets warm itself up. I much prefer getting into the creative elements than just to sit and do work the entire time, because whilst the markets are readjusting themselves, it still requires some analysis to be done there. So I don't want to be draining myself on the markets and with the whole style of quite strenuous work. Otherwise, I'll just be a zombie by the end of the day, and my kids need me to be a dad. If there is something that you could perhaps employ into a friendly, nice, light-hearted distraction mechanism whilst the markets get themselves in place and in structure, then I would highly recommend you go about doing that. With regards to feeling the pressure towards performing, in other words, attaining goals, if you're like, for example, trading for FTMO or one of the prop firms, then my recommendation there is just to keep your eye on the prize and have a trade plan with you, and start with a trade plan even before you start your trading session so that you don't go astray. When it comes to the fear of missing out, then my recommendation is just to remain humble. What we're doing here, guys, is we're trading with contracts and leverage trading, and we're shorting the market so we can trade on both sides of the market. We've got a lot of power at our fingertips, so you don't need to catch every single little bit of price action that's happening. Hit your trade plan and then live to fight another day, rather than scramble around and be reactive to little price movements and eventually actually land up in losses. And as we spoke about, the ability to trade 24/7 and how readily available the technology is to you isn't necessarily a good thing. All right, it would be better if we had restricted hours in terms of when to trade, for then you wouldn't always feel plugged in and you would be able to disconnect. So if you feel too attached to the markets and too close and too intimate to it, find a way to shut off your screens. So for me, from a trade perspective, I have a rule that I don't open up any trades before the Dow Jones open bell, and then after it has provided some decent market structure and some good market shape, I then only get in and jump in with my trading. So perhaps just find something to work to your needs. And that's it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao for now.